Duterte's rush job, P486-M Sangley Airport. First of two parts. Caap City, Caap, Philippines. Sangley Point, a trading post for Spanish galleons and a military base once held by United States Naval Forces, will open its doors in November, this time to civilian aircraft under an urgent P486-M government airport project. Many feel that an airport will spur economic activity in this city in Caap province, where progress has stalled after the Americans left 48 years ago. In a few months, people expect to see private jets, fish runs, small planes delivering fresh marine products from the provinces, and cargo planes in and out of the peninsula jutting out into the Manila Bay and inhabited by at least 100,000. It may handle domestic flights, too, in the future, plus a point-to-point passenger bus service and ferry trips that will reduce the 27-kilometer distance between Sangley and SM Mall of Asia into Bay City into a mere 18-24 minute drive. Intent of meeting deadline, but expansion, other than the 3.6-hectare General Aviation Airport currently under construction, remains to be seen, with everyone intent on meeting the November deadline set by President Rodrigo Duterte. Right now, our concentration is really just on building this left square bracket airport right square bracket, said Wilson Magna, Project Management Officer of the Department of Transportation, DOTr, the agency implementing the Sangley Airport project. According to Malacanang, the President is in a hurry to transfer domestic flights out of Ninoy Aquino International Airport, NAIA, the country's main gateway. A lightning storm that struck and delayed dozens of flights at NAIA in June seemed to have been the main spark to speed up construction. The transfer had to be done months earlier than the supposed target date of March 2020. Since last month, between 40 and 70 personnel have been working day and night, and government officials are optimistic they can finish the project on time. The DOTr said passenger traffic at NAIA already reached 45 million last year, way above the airport's design capacity of 30.5 million. To help ease congestion at NAIA, Sangley will have to cater to general aviation for non-commercial aircraft, straight turboprops and commercial turboprops, the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, Caap, said. It's really the call of the airline's left square bracket to relocate right square bracket, said Eric A. Polonio, spokesperson for the State Aviation Agency. Companies like Philippine Airlines, AirAsia and Cebu Pacific have recently committed to moving their turboprops to Sangley. There are about 50 flights of general aviation a day at NAIA, competing with the bigger planes for runway time and terminal slots at the airport, according to Caap. Giovanni Lopez, DOTr Assistant Secretary for Procurement and Project Implementation, said the President's marching orders to build Sangley Airport in order to decongest NAIA were clear. To gate instructions quoting Transport Secretary Arthur to gate instructions to expedite left square bracket construction right square bracket without sacrificing safety, Lopez said he and his staff would comply, though they were a bit surprised by the rush. Sunmasters Conglomeration Incorporated, the same company that improved the Lopez City Airport in Samar Province, is very supportive of the government's move to fast-track the project, he said. As proof of compliance, Sunmasters has increased its manpower and equipment without charging additional costs to the government. As of June 13, 1953% of the project has been accomplished, according to the DOTr. The project, funded through the 2017 General Appropriations Act, involves the construction of 2 hangars, a maintenance building, a powerhouse, a pumping station, 2 cistern tanks, 2 guardhouses and a passenger terminal building with a seating capacity of 160. It will fortify an existing seawall, install a drainage system, and put up perimeter fences around the airport nestled in a low-to-average income neighborhood and military housing. The apron, 30,000 square meters, can accommodate 6 turboprops at any given time, Lopez said. Pipeline projects a single 2.4-ton runway, built by the Americans after World War II, has been rehabilitated with a fresh asphalt overlay. For now, it can only accommodate a 70 -280, Cedar Q400S or ATR-72, to 500S and 72, to 600S, jets. While it can handle Airbus 320, normally used to carry passengers, Caap said airlines might have issues landing the mass Sangley. Once completed, the Sangley Airport, one of the pipeline projects of the Duterte administration, is comparable with the San Vicente Airport in northern Palawan province, which opened last year. It may be one of the fastest built among the 17 airports expanded or improved so far, under this administration. Actual construction, which started only on January 17, was delayed for nearly a year as the contractor needed first to clear away heaps of garbage, 70,948.49 cubic meters to be exact. Land swap. The airport site, 3.6 hectares, occupies only a fraction of the 138 Sangley Naval Air Base that sprawls across two villages. Mackerel and B. It was also the same site used for the Shell Santa Barbara missile project of dictator Ferdinand Marcos. In September 1971, a letter from the United States Embassy formalized the turnover of the military base to the Philippine government, ending 73 years of American presence in this city. The Philippine Naval Fleet Command, its headquarters called the Heraclio Alano Naval Station, has since occupied Sangley along with the 15th Strike Wing of the Philippine Air Force, PAF. In 1992, the PAF base was renamed Major Danilo Atienza Air Base, after its squadron leader whose plane crashed during the 1989 coup attempt. Historically significant, the two military units also share the runway, particularly for training flights. Captain Mark Aaron Paul Imperio, Naval Installation Command spokesperson, said the Sangley base was not only strategically important for the military but also historically significant for Caap City. There are a lot of really old buildings, some built way back the American-Spanish time. Left square bracket Sangley, right square bracket also houses El Veradero, left square bracket Manila, right square bracket, the oldest dry dock in Asia, he said, noting that the area could be a tourist spot at the doors of an airport. In 2012, the government came up with an interagency agreement to swap the Major Danilo Atienza Air Base, 70 hectares, with the old Columbia Airport, 113 hectares, in Capiandaro City. The land deal, which came with a P1 billion replication fund, allowed the PAF to start relocating its base after airport operations were transferred from Columbia to a Gindingan town in Misamis Oriental Province in 2013. Once the PAF moves out of Sangley, there will be more room for airport expansion, although Sumatmat, the project management officer, said this might not happen anytime soon as construction at Columbia was still ongoing. He said there were also plans to take 8 hectares off the Navy's property. Construction of the Sangley Airport may take only 10 months, but it took 2 decades, 5 presidents and proposals on and off the table before things got into full swing. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.